If you want to make changes to your contract, how do you do that? I have seen absolutely horrific attempts at doing this, where managers have basically just told staff, oh, this is now changed, or this is now changed, or this is now changed, or written some heavy-handed letter that some 82-year-old ex-businessman who is on your board has drafted. All wrong. Please stop doing that. One of the favorite lines we hear at the moment is, yes, but the contract says we can make changes to the terms and conditions. It does. But those are for very minor changes only. So I'll explain to you what kind of changes we're talking about. We're talking about things like changing the payment. Okay, so maybe you pay every 2 weeks and you're going to move to paying monthly. There's still a little bit of a process. You can't just write to them and being like, so we know it's like the 25th of the month, but hey, from next month, we're paying you at the end of the month. Because then you're going to have a lot of people in 2 weeks' time who are going to be out of pocket, because that's not how their budgets work. Or you want to change the way your holiday works. For example, maybe you still have the old school way of holiday that is split into 20 days holiday, 8 days bank holidays. And actually, you've spoken to one of us and we've gone, hey, whoa, that's stupid. So you now want to change to 28 days, inclusive of bank holidays. Those are the kind of changes, the minor changes that you can make without consultation, at the right time, with the right amount of notice, and for God's sake, in the right tone. Please, we are not talking about changes like changing the amounts of holiday, changing the amount of sick pay you pay, worse off. It is absolutely not for changing pay, working hours and structures. The reason for that is because the changes you are making impact on the other employees. So suddenly, if you've just promoted one person, but you've changed 2 other people's jobs, you've actually impacted on the entire team and how they operate and who they report to, and maybe what even their tasks and duties are. So you can't just make changes like that. The easiest, the quickest, and the safest way to do it is to do it through a restructure. It takes around 3 weeks, but we can literally tell you step by step what to do, when to do it. We have the letters, we have the paperwork, we have the pictures, we have everything. The other thing, if you are changing terms and conditions, is if you're changing things like benefits and you're suddenly going, I can't pay 6 months sick pay anymore, or I'm changing the overtime. Those things require consultation. In the nicest possible way, you can do it all by the book. And at the end of the day, you'll have 2 out of 5 employees going, no, I won't sign that. And then you can't do it. So we will often still suggest that you do a restructure in order to achieve your change in terms and conditions. We always look at it and go, why would an employee agree to this? Just because you're telling them to, just because you're asking them to, no on both counts. So it's usually a 30-day consultation, and that is usually best done if you are either buying them out of something, so you're giving them money for the thing you're taking away from them. The other way to do it is to do it tit for tat, to say, I'm taking this, but I'm giving that. The sick pay, we're not going to pay you 3 months full pay anymore. The sick pay is now going to be 28 days, but actually we're going to give everyone 3 days extra holiday. Most employees will go, okay, quite like 3 days extra holiday. Still buying them out, but not with money necessarily. You're buying them out by giving them something in return. Just come and talk to us, say, I want to change this, what's the best way to do it? And we will give you the best advice we can.
Thanks for watching. If you want a free peace of mind call with us to discuss your policies, handbook, and any burning staff issues in your business, click the link in the description below.